Welcome back, nail queens. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I do marble nails with dip powder. So to start off, I've got to give all the credit to Miranda's Nail Creations. She showed me the technique that I'm going to show you guys here today. So the very first thing you have to do is start out with a white base, or maybe a nude base if you want, but I chose a white base. So I dipped my nails twice in white dip powder. And the next thing you want to do is use something kind of like a shallow tray, like a French dipping mold or a cupcake liner, something that's kind of shallow but also gives you that depth to pour powder in. So what I'm going to start out with is pouring clear. Yes, clear dip powder into the bottom of my mold. I don't want to waste a lot of my clear, so I'm only pouring a little bit. Then I'm going to mix 3 colors. So I'm going to take Cutebumber, Fir Real, and I'm going to take a silver in just a moment, and I'm using my cuticle pusher just to deposit like a little bit of color here and a little bit of color there. So you'll see that I'm putting it in different spots on top of the clear dip powder. Now you can do this technique with completely different colors. I recommend a darker color, a lighter color, and a little bit of glitter to add some pizzazz to your design. So I'm taking Gala Gal and I'm sprinkling the silver glitter in a couple spots as well. You may notice the darker green is the predominant color that I've laid down. That's intentional because the solid color on my nails is that darker green color. Then I'm going to take the sharp end of my cuticle pusher and I'm going to kind of draw little lines tracing on top of the clear powder so that it nicely blends the colors together to look like a marble design. I'm not going crazy with this. I'm just literally just tracing little lines here so that they kind of blend but not too much. Then I'm going to apply a layer of dip powder base bond onto the white dip powder that I already did. The white dip powder is not activated. I only dipped it twice. I brushed off the excess and now I'm applying base bond on top of that white so that I can take that nail and place it flat down onto the dipping mold where I marbled these colors together. So I'm going to place it flat down on top of that, and then you're going to see when I flip my nail over, it looks nicely marbled. And I think that is really, really cool. And I'm going to repeat this again for my ring fingernail, but I'm not going to redo all the colors I laid down in the French dipping mold. I'm literally just going to apply base bond onto this second nail and then dip that onto the remaining color mixture that's in this French dipping mold. I believe Miranda told me it can do about 5 nails before you have to lay down more color into the French dipping mold. So if you only plan on doing a couple accent nails, you should be good. But if you want to do all 10 nails, you might have to redo the layout of the green onto the clear for a second time about halfway through. I'm going to let this completely air dry before I dust it off. After it's completely dry and I dust it off, I am going to dip in clear dip powder because I want to encapsulate this design. That way when I file, shape, and buff, the design is not affected and I'm not filing through the beautiful design. So I will be doing that. So while I'm dipping in the clear dip powder to encapsulate, I'm going to let you know exactly why it's important to do the marbling technique this way. Clear dip powder or clear acrylic powder is traditionally cheaper than colored dip powder and colored acrylic powder. So if you don't want to waste your white dip powder or whatever your base color is when you're doing your marbling design, opt for doing a dip or 2 in your white dip powder and then using the clear as the base for your marble the way you did in the French dipping mold, so you're wasting less, if that makes any sense. I hope that does make sense. It's basically a less wasteful method to not waste your colored dip powders, since the clear is traditionally cheaper than colored acrylics and dip powders. So I'm going to activate these nails once that clear layer is completely dry and dusted off. So I'm going to activate it. I will file, shape, and buff off camera, but don't worry, I am filing, shaping, and buffing my nails here after the activator is completely dry. I just didn't show that off here in this video. I wanted to focus mainly on the marbling technique design, which I think would be a great design not only year-round, but if you are not into St. Patrick's Day nail designs, this is a great alternative for St. Patrick's Day nails. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked Miranda's marbling technique, go check out the link in my description box where you can go follow and subscribe to her YouTube channel. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.